Grand Rising family, this is Chief Kalanago with another video. Family, videos are strictly for the awakening, the upliftment of the people. Now, I hope you had a great night. I had a beautiful night. I had some good rest and I'm feeling great, man. You know, it's a beautiful day in Brooklyn today, and I'm looking forward to a productive day. I believe and I know that my day is going to be filled with bliss. And I hope you receive that as well. Because your 12 p.m., your 1 p.m., your 8 p.m., your 9 p.m., your 10 p.m. already happened. It's literally already happened and you are just waiting to catch up. So what I suggest is you make the day the best day that you can because it already happened. So you are in charge of how your day is going to turn out. All right? So be positive and be mindful of the things that you are going to do that will result in how your day ends. All right? Family, I woke up with an Indian proverb, and it goes a little something like this. A grandfather and his grandson, they were out and about in the woods. And the son is curious, and the grandfather always take his son out into the woods, into the wilderness, and that's how we teach him. Because when we first manifest here, we came here in the number one school, the universe. And that is why the concept of universities came about. So we literally came here in the number one school. We came here with, learning from the best teacher, nature. Until, of course, we were told that nature is not the best teacher. Let man teach you their own concepts and own idea and their own ideologies, and disconnected you from the number one teacher. All right. But anyway, this is not what this video is about. So the grandfather was talking to his son, and he said, son, there's two wolves living in each and every one of us. There are two wolves. You have the good wolf and you have the bad wolf. However, one wolf is going to win because those two wolves are always at war with each other, and one must win. The grandson looked at the father and the grandfather, and he asked, well, grandfather, which wolf is going to win? The grandfather looked around, and then he looked down at his son, or his grandson rather, and he said, son, the wolf that's going to win is the one that you feed the most. That is right, family. We all have these two wolves living inside of us. Some people say good, some people say evil. Some people turn that concept into a God and a devil. Whichever way you want to break it down or it makes sense to you, let's go with the analogy of the grandfather, the Indian proverb. Two wolves. And the one that's going to win is the one you feed the most. After all, you are what you eat. We are what we eat. If you eat junk, you will look like junk. You see? And that's just physically. But just imagine the emotional and the spiritual damage by you eating junk. You become that. So, going back to the wolves, the wolf that's going to win is the wolf that you feed the most. Because even wolves become what they eat. So if you're feeding this wolf negativity, if you're feeding this wolf bad vibes, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to grow stronger. It's going to grow faster than the wolf that's not getting fed at all, which is the wolf, the good wolf, the positive wolf. Which brings me to another scenario or another theory. That's why I always tell people Be very mindful of your thoughts, because your thoughts are the most precious jewels that you have. And anyone who control your thoughts control your kingdom. Anyone who control your thoughts control your life. Anyone who control your thoughts control your mind. Anyone who control your thoughts, literally you become a slave to the person who owns your thoughts. I'm going to ask you another question, or a series of questions rather. If you have a gold mind, if you have a diamond mind, if you have a coal mind, if you have an oil mind, let's just say hypothetically speaking, you have a huge house and you have 20, 30, 40 acres of land. And on your land is just gold. You have a gold mine there. You have a diamond mine there. How much ammunition would you have in your basement to protect your gold, to protect your silver, to protect your diamonds, to protect your oil, to protect your coal? How much ammunition would you have to protect that mind? So my question to you is, why aren't we putting all that effort and ammunition into protecting our thoughts? Isn't your thoughts in your mind? So why aren't you protecting your mind? Why aren't you protecting your thoughts? You see, your mind is not really the jewel. Just like how you have a gold mind, the mind is not the jewel. It's the gold that has the value. Of course, the mind has value because it holds the gold. But the gold is really the value. So therefore, your mind is not really the value. It's not the gem. It's your thoughts. Your thoughts are the real gem. So you have to do everything in your power to protect and secure your thoughts. Because literally, your thoughts are what creates. We are all creators. And everything in creation came from a thought. Everything. There is nothing in this creation, whether it may be above or below, that didn't come from a thought. So literally, your thought is the gem. And your mind is the gem. It is also a gem, but it's what, or it houses your thought. It is the house. So when you think of certain things, of bad thoughts, negative thoughts, and even if you didn't speak it, because what are words? Words are unspoken thoughts. So thoughts are words, right? So even if you didn't speak it literally, however, or you didn't act upon it, however, the mere fact that you thought about it, that means it registered out there in the spiritual or the mental realm. And what happens? Somebody who's on that frequency, that negative thought becomes a karma to them. That negative thought attaches to them and it becomes their reality. Because we are so connected and we don't know how connected we are. We are only divided individually here. But in the mental realm, the universal mind is one mind. And our thoughts affect the whole. So we have to be very mindful, family. Be very mindful of your thoughts. Protect your thoughts. Stop feeding that bad wolf. Stop feeding that wolf that feeds off a negativity. Now, I know the grandfather said that a wolf has to win because there's a constant battle within us. I mean, that's all well and good, but something else within me just tell me there can be a little more. You see, I'm not saying that the grandfather is wrong. But what I am going to say is I could build on it some more, because we don't constantly want our life to be a life where there's a constant battle within. At some point, we have to find some peace. We have to find that place of serenity. Okay? So I'm going to build on that by saying, how can we find peace within? How can we get those two wolves to agree? How can we find some type of synergy and not compromise ourselves? Because I believe that even things and people are opposites. I believe that there could still be a common ground. So I believe at some point, because with the constant battle that's within with those two wolves, guess what's going to happen? It's going to get you tired. It's going to wear you out, because that battle is constantly happening on the inside. But how about some peace? At what point are we going to get those wolves to have a conversation, have a talk? Listen, man, we can't be always fighting, because our owner is getting tired. You know? So we have to find some type of peace, a peace of mind. And a peace of mind is where those two wolves, they're not constantly going at each other. They just want to chill for a second. Give the master a break, because you are the master. You are the master of your thoughts. Slaves, obey your earthly master as you would your God in heaven. What does that mean? Slaves, obey your earthly master as you would your God in heaven. Your mind, your thought is the slave, and the master is you. I'm going to repeat that. Your thought is the slave, and the master is you. So therefore, the slave is supposed to obey the earthly master. You are the earthly master of your thought as you would your God in heaven. And the God in heaven is the opposite of the physical man. The spiritual man is the God in heaven. Still has a thought, still has a slave, which is the thought, the mind. I hope that makes sense. So family, the moral of the story is this: protect your thought and protect the house that it's in, which is the mind. Yes, we all have two wolves in each and every one of us, always at war with each other. The one that's going to win is the one you feed the most. But I believe that at some point, when you, the host, need some peace of mind, some type of serenity, you should be able to be in control enough to speak to those two wolves and say, listen, I need a break. Y'all need to stop going at war with each other. I need a peace of mind. Just chill, you know, and let me be at peace with myself. I don't need y'all to be fighting all the time. That's when you are in control. So with that being said, family, please share the video. And again, I'm sending out lots of love, positive energy, a lot of blissful thoughts. And I hope you have a great day. All right? Share the information, because sharing is caring. This is Chief Kalinago with another video. I am a truth seeker. I am a truth speaker. I love you guys, and that's why I do what I do. Please support my GoFundMe. It allows me to free up my time to do what I do. All right? Donate. Hey, it's up to you. Donate as much as you want, as little as you want. All right? Because regardless of whatever it is, I'm still going to give my all. All right? Peace and love. Chief Kalinago. I'm out.